Hello there everyone, Alexman here, and welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered. Last time, we got ourselves the gravity suit, and we got all the way through the majority, if not all, of the phase-on mines, but also we got power bombs as well. And we've got almost everything in the ruins. I did miss one expansion that we're still missing in the ruins, so once we get back up there, to when we get the plasma beam, which we're going to do right now, once we get the plasma beam and whatnot and get everything we get out of the Phenomena Drifts, then we'll head out to the ruins and collect that last collectible. Because there is still a, shall we say, a artifact that's in the ruins that we can't access yet because we don't have the plasma beam yet. So that's what we're going to do right now. Just like, because we went to the majority, if not all, of the phase-on mines. But as soon as we got down to the end, basically right to the end where we got the power bombs, we noticed we couldn't go any further because we actually need to get a... You cursed thing. Don't need you right now. There we go. Well, right now we're going to now is that we're getting another power bomb expansion because we got a few of those a little bit on the last time. And there is one where we got the artifact here in the one artifact we got in here, where the our first way again the Phenomena Drifts. That particular room right there has a power bomb expansion, but couldn't get access to it because we did not have the way to destroy anything that was Bendesium. So, but now that we have Bendesium, we can now break, or at least power bombs, we can now break that. Also, we have the X-ray visor from last time as well. Let's see, where's my X-ray visor? There it is. X-ray visor gives us this little thing that we've missed this entire time here. And you are causing me all kinds of disdain right now. There's also an we need to get a there's only like a few things left in the mines right now that we need to collect. Mainly just item collectibles right now. Well, that's right, I don't have that yet, which we'll get that soon now too. We're gonna get the next expansion, beam expansion, because the ice beam does have one. Oh goodness, ah! Anyway, let's see here. Need to come here. I'm gonna get back super missiles on. Yeah, but there's these platforms we couldn't see beforehand. They do drop after a while. And we need to hit this right here. Super missile into this wall. And we get ourselves a missile expansion for us. This thing has been daunting us the entire time. It's been right here. The invisible platforms do exist without the X-ray visor. If you know how to time your jumps right, you can get that really early in the game. So bear that in mind. Let's see. We get up here. Go to our map. There will be a. I think it's actually this room. I think actually is next up because this is where we're gonna get. No, it's not this room. Let's see, the room I'm thinking of. Let's see here. The room I'm thinking of is going to be up in around these rooms right here, because we need to head to a tunnel that technically has a Bendesium coating in it. It's the same one that would be for the opposite side of these caverns, which would take us to the phase-on mines as well. So that's what we need to go working towards here. I'm taking these guys out already because I'm just not going to be... Yes, I don't care about you space pirates. I don't care what you're offering, and I don't want it. Thank you. What, you mean like the space pirates are trying to do illegal ad campaigns for like their products and whatnot? Oh, you know what? You know, they're already going to... What was it? We came in... last session, I came up with the idea of the Mighty Morphin Pirate Rangers for the different beam comboed suits of the pirates we've seen already. And so it's like, well, maybe they're just trying to sell us the show, you know? And so that's why the space pirates were flying around are like, that's all they're doing, is they're trying to advertise for the show, and then Samus just blows them up because they're space pirates. Maybe they're not really space pirates in general, you know? Maybe they're just, maybe they're like, maybe just a little self-anxious that they're just trying to get in their place in the world. And Samus just keeps destroying them because they just feel like they're called the space pirates. And if there's pirate in the name, Samus is going to go after them no matter what they are. You know? You kind of feel bad for the space pirates sometimes because, not for not, most of the games that they are involved in, they basically they get their stuff wrecked, like, constantly. So right here. Bendesian portion of area is unstable, so we need to go in here and put our power bomb to good use. And it opens up a little opening for us. Jump right on in. And we get ourselves a power bomb expansion. Let me hit the thing. There we go. Power bomb expansion acquired. Nice. And now we need to get out of here. Oh, then I mean hit the boost button. The X button. That's the jump button, Samus. There we go. This will pop us right out here. Which we need to go this way for. Yeah, we're going to go to the Fedora Drifts too, because we definitely need to go. There's a few things we missed in the, shall we say, in the hydro plant where the space pirates are residing up there. There's a missile expansion I missed there. It is very missable, I'll give it that. But at the same time, we have a lot of stuff to clean up other than the Fedora Drifts. Fedora Drifts has got, like, I would say, probably the most cleanup. Has a lot of the stuff, a lot of the collectibles are locked behind the plasma beam, which makes no sense to me. Like, almost any beam, no matter what it is, could be heat-based. Energy is heat. So, it's like, why is this, you know, suddenly locked because of, it's like, shouldn't any beam, like, any type of heat source melt ice? You know, or maybe it's, well, I wouldn't say it'd be dry ice, to be fair. I don't think that would be the case, but still. But we need to get the plasma beam in order to actually do it, so. This would take us to our midway through. That actually would take us midway through the Fedora place, so we need to go that way. But we're going this way, though, because we need to get a. We're going up to a place where there was a lot of mining equipment. Because that's where the power. That's where our plasma beam. Yep, there's our incoming scan. Seismic activity updated. That's where we need to go. Right, we're right on schedule, map. We're on our way there. We're on our way. Open up the door. We'll get to that. We'll finally get our expansion too while we're at it. And I'll turn. Samus, jump. Zoo. It's weird, like, there are, like, in the original game, like, the original, like, the official, like, first release of this game on the GameCube, like, there was a lot of exploits you can grab, like, a lot of places you could walk on that weren't supposed to be walkable, and so people were actually able to speed run that, use that to their advantage, and able to get, like, plasma beam early, so you could go to places like able to take down Thargus down with the plasma beam early. So it's like, like, that's pretty impressive. Also, the little, when you get the seismic activity command here, yeah, the little double platforms, the little like the little spore mushroom things that are in the lava here are gone now. Like, they're just gone. So it's like, let's see, what is it? There you go. I have to jump into the idea to get how to get that. Huh, it's like, Samus, you just activated the grapple beam just a few minutes ago. Why did you just decide to forget it? Maybe I forgot? Oh, okay. So we use the boost ball function to move all these drills up. These things weren't here by the Chozo. No, this is Space Pirate. This is Space Pirate technology here. I would imagine they came down here and decided to basically define if there was any other more phase-on residue here first. It almost gets me thinking that this was the area they started in to find phase-on. But it didn't work out, and so they just left the equipment here. That's my idea of this. That's what I think, anyway. Because it just makes sense, you know? It's like, might as well use a cavern that's already here instead of actually mining our, you know, using our own manpower to dig more holes into the ground. Might as well use what's here and just, you know, work our way up. You know, use the Magmore Caverns here as a way of, to get ourselves all the stuff. But apparently it didn't work out because, obviously, The space pirates didn't really get all the resources here in this place, so they left this as a result. And thankfully, we're making this room a lot bigger than normal. And now we've got a long spider trail to get across here. Yup. Also, you need to bring a power bomb to your mix too. At the very end of this run is a power bomb or a bendezium structure, and you need to blow up. Now, my original run of this, really, I messed up badly on it, because what I did is that I tried to drop down onto the platform and do a power bomb on it. Didn't realize I could do a power bomb while still on the track. It's like, so I basically flew off the rails and fell all the way down to the bottom of the map and had to do this all over again. It was hilarious, I'll give it that, but still. There we go. And drop down. Also, you can't get out of the plasma, or out of the ball form here. So, very good. These guys are weird. These guys will bounce you off the rails if you let them. So bear that in mind. And you also bring your reflexes here. In the original version, you would have to power bomb jumps here, but since we have the jump ball in this version, as well as the Wii version too, is that you can it's a little easier to get around. Just so, because you don't have to use power bomb jumps, which could alter your trajectory on the platform. Also, the camera is not in the best spot. That's like the one thing I don't like. Again, I mentioned that before in the original power-based trying to go after one missile expansion after 4 times missing. But it's like sometimes the camera can be in an awkward place that you really can't see yourself getting around in. There we go. So you can basically do a shortcut here. Just jump like this, don't have to drop it all until you have to drop right here. Man, I'm glad, I'm glad the magnet, the spider ball has a really strong magnet, because goodness me, if the magnets were like some of the weaker magnets, where you have to be like very close proximity to actually even make them work. This would be tedious. Ooh, ooh, woo, what? There we go, jump up. I said jump up, there we go. This is where it is bendezium capture, so just use a power bomb right here. And it will be just enough range to actually do the power bomb for it. And you can just drop down. Nicely done. And now we get our final beam. Ow, 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 ow. Come on, Samus, don't die in the lava right now. Samus! I know it's impressive and you don't want to grab it, but we need to grab the plasma beam right here. Plasma beam. Our final beam of the game, folks. And it is heat-based. And it definitely shows. We can now finally melt ice. You can use the X button to switch to open plasma doors. So, yep. And so, as the plasma doors are, this thing is a beast. Like, as soon as it doesn't have as long range like the other beams do. And it's not as wide, says like, the wave beam. But it's about the same, almost about the same power rate, the firing rate as the power beam in certain circumstances. But now basically almost everything will basically almost die in one hit, for the most part, when these things get in contact with this thing. Like this thing can be amazingly powerful. Like the plasma beam, I would say, is basically the power beam 2.0, because this is exactly what it is too. Let's see, are we actually up to the point where we actually get to these cursed... Oh yeah, we're finally... I think we're actually right here, actually. Where the ice spreader is, too. We need to grab that, too, while we're at it. And then we need to go to the Badana Drifts and collect everything we can, since we have it. And we're right here. That would take us to the Badana Drifts halfway through. So we might... Oh, where did I miss the door from? I went through the entirety of this place. There's... has to be... Is there a room I missed somewhere? Or did I miss it back here and not go through... Oh, wait. Is it right? No. There's another room that has a bendezium coating. Did I miss it somewhere? I walked directly from here. Usually you find it, like, roughly... Oh, I wonder where I missed it at. Because this is the bendezium one. This right here takes us to the Phazon Mines. So I'm just trying to see, what did I miss? Because there was supposed to be one that's Bendesium. I wonder if it's right where the power beam is. Weird. Because that takes to the, that's the Phazon mines over there. So I must have missed it. How? I'm not sure how I missed it, personally. If I have to cut this out, I will, but we're gonna go find this thing. We're gonna find it, one way or the other. Ah, here we go. Here we go. That's what I was missing. Alright, back. So, when we got the power beam, or the power bomb expansion, we missed this room. It was hidden right here. Here in the fiery shores. Or the shore tunnel here. You go to the shore tunnel, and you will see this. Bendesium frame. We saw this earlier. You come here, place a power bomb, and do Super Metroid style on this tunnel. And you get ourselves our next expansion. The Ice Spreader. Woo, woo, woo. The Ice Spreader. Probably one of the more, I would say, useful of the expansions. Like, the Wave Beam, the Wave Buster is good and all, and the Power Missile is just awesome. But this is really, like, it uses a 10, it's like a double ice, it's like a super missile. Because it uses 10 missiles instead of 5. And it does spread damage like you wouldn't believe. So we go look at it here. You charge it up. And it buzzes like an ice spreader. Like it brings like all the way across. And it freezes almost anything that it touches. So it's awesome in that front. So we're going to head... so before we cut out here for this particular pot, I would say. We're going to get ourselves up to... we're going to get ourselves into the Phazon... We're gonna go, actually I'm going backwards. I shouldn't be going this way. I should be going the opposite way and going to the Phazon Drifts from the very front, because that right there has super missiles for us to pick up and a power bomb expansion to boot. So we need to head back this way and head up into the Phazon Drifts. And we're gonna be doing a lot of cleanup. Yeah, I realized first after looking after some missile guides and whatnot. Yeah, I kind of found out there's actually a missile expansion where we got the gravity suit. So guess where we're going? Yeah, we're traveling almost the entirety of the Phazon Drifts next time. Soon. So, yep. We got, I would say out of all the areas you have to get collectibles for, Phazon Drifts has probably got the most. Just because of how much stuff you just don't get because you don't have Plasma Beam. But now that we do, it's time to do some worldwide cleanup. Also, we need to go here anyway because there's a relic here too. So up we go, Samus, to the Phazon Drifts.